Hello, I recently got exposed to this game called Pokemon Wack. I figured, hey, looks fun, I'll play it. Well, 2 minutes in, this shit looks way too good not to record. So here we are, enjoy. Hello, I'm not Professor Oak. If you need help, I am not capable of giving it. Well, thanks, dickhead. Thankfully, I'm a hardened Pokemon veteran and I won't need it. This world is inhabited by creatures we call Pokemon. To some people, Pokemon are pets, friends, partners in battle, and for even some, lovers. But we don't know everything about Pokemon yet. There are still many mysteries to solve, like what is a Grimer? Honestly, what is a Grimer? It's a big fucking lump of purple shit looking like Barney's science experiment gone wrong. Ditto who hasn't showered since birth looking ass. Anyways, are you a boy? Well, I don't know, let's see here. My options are yes, no, maybe, more options. And then once I click on more options, I don't know, can you repeat the question, and attack helicopter. I think I'm gonna go with can you repeat the question to try to annoy Professor Oak, and instead I'm greeted with this monstrosity, looking like a crossbreed between Slenderman and some poor old octopus. No, it's time to decide a name. I chose yes, because yes. Now, I was asked to play with challenge modes. I'm gonna say no because A, I have zero idea what it means, and B, it sounds hard. Thankfully, I'm a hardened Pokemon veteran and I won't need it. Now, after spawning in, I'm greeted with my character and yeah. So, instead, I decide to go get my one potion that's usually sitting inside of my PC. Because chances are I feel like I'm probably gonna need it because, reasons. I then go downstairs and meet my mom, and now I'm wondering, how the fuck did she have me? Now I am very concerned for both my and her safety, because if my dad comes back, oh lord. Anyways, she gave me running shoes and stuff, and I found this little black hole in our house. I decided to go inside of it, and oh my god, that looks fucking terrifying. Maybe this is the same hole my mom fucking summoned me out of. I then proceed to start walking to Oak's lab, and then I found this guy. I'm gonna call him Cooking Man, and he gives me a crafting table? Thanks, I guess. I'm not sure how I'm gonna use this, but I'll try. I then go into Oak's lab, go talk to Oak, and he just tells me to take one of the Pokemon. Now, our options today are Woot, the wood Pokemon. Woot sounds like an off-brand version of Groot. Yeah, no thanks. The next one is Maggie, the magma Pokemon. Now Maggie sounds hot, don't get me wrong, but I do want to see what the last one is. Now our last option is Steamin', the steam Pokemon. Now I think this is the one I want to pick just because it has such a simple name, very simple, gimmick. It's a steam Pokemon. How could you turn down a steam Pokemon? So I went ahead and picked Steamin', and then I went ahead and named him Mr. Steam. It's like Mr. Clean, but Steam, And apparently Oak doesn't have a grandson in this, which is concerning. I then finally make it onto Route 1 just for this guy to tell me that I didn't even need a Pokemon in the first place. Just love that. On a side note, this guy wants to battle our little pocket slaves. Apparently he has an Electrike and an Artsy? I've never heard that name before, but I'm sure I can win. So it is Zadoff, which sounds a bit too familiar, versus me looking like I came straight out of a hentai. So after hearing that absolutely god tier cry, I go ahead and destroy Zadoff and both of his Pokemon. Then after walking in some nearby grass, I ran into this Pokemon. Plane. Wow. I would say I want it, but I don't have any Pokeballs, so I'm gonna have to leave it for now. So after killing Plane, I find this guy in the back of the forest saying that he lives here. Which is concerning because there's also a random door in the trees that I can't get to, which is unfortunate. I really wonder where that door would take me. And after exploring the route a bit more, I find a cave. You know what they say, if you find something that you can't explain, just dive headfirst into it. The cave had a few different routes I can go, and I ended up getting some pretty cool stuff, but in the main entrance, I found 3 starters from Gen 7, which was interesting. I was having trouble on deciding which one I should pick, but it actually just let me take them all, so I ended up naming my Litten Meow, because I'm creative. I named my Rowlet Hooters, and I named my Poplio Bork, but I misspelt it and put a T, but that's gonna be its name. So now I have all 3 Gen 7 starters on my team. I go ahead and leave the cave and head up into the first city, which is called Glacy City, and I'm greeted by a cutscene, which looks a lot like some sort of cult? Worrying, but can we also take into account the fucking dude that was on some sort of drugs running around there? Anyways, they say some cult shit and just leave. I then decide, hey, I kinda wanna catch this dude who's running around everywhere. So after chasing him down for a few, I end up cornering him by this gym. After I catch him, he actually congratulates me on catching him and gives me a TM. Now, if that isn't the nicest drug addict you've ever seen, I don't know who is. I then head inside one of these Pokemarts and talk to a Machop? I don't know, man. He talks to me, I don't know. I end up walking out, and it puts me back in the middle, and I found the Machop again going into the other one, and I figured out both of the shops are somehow connected, and no matter which one you go into, it takes you to the same one. So that was confusing. And I also found out this kid outside of them actually mentions that they do that, which is kind of funny. I also found a Pokemon Center in the city, which is nice because my Mr. Steam got a little beat up from absolutely destroying planes on Route 1. After going back to Route 1 to see if there was any Pokemon I missed, I found this little guy. His name is Neoni, which is a fucking mouthful. So I ended up catching him, and I named him Radiation because he looks like radiation. I also ended up finding this lady who lost her son in the forest. Now, I did want to help him, but mainly for the reward, so I went to go look for him for about 2 minutes, then I gave up because I couldn't find the secret entrance. But I did find this guy peeing in the snow, which is just great. He was trying to get rid of his evidence by having me catch the Pokemon he just pissed on, which is a shiny Smoball. I was gonna try to catch it, but I accidentally completely melted it, but it's okay, it's probably better off this way. But I did find this dude who wanted to have a snow battle. He had a snow doge, which honestly looked pretty adorable, but I did absolutely destroy his snow doge with Steamy Spray again because Mr. Steam is just godly. After that, I found my own snow doge. I ended up catching it because honestly, how could you not catch this cute little thing? So after catching Snow Doge, I ended up naming him Frank after like the wiener, because he looks like a wiener dog. Anyways, after that, I ended up deciding to go challenge the first gym. I figured, hey, you know, we have a full party now. The first gym seems like an ice-type gym. I think we'll be fine. Little did I know, this gym leader knew exactly what I was thinking. And he got insanely pumped, saying, don't underestimate me. And he looked like he was about to rip me a new asshole, I'm gonna be honest. So I was a bit scared, but I still went in with confidence. What the fuck? So after that, I decided to go train up Mr. Steam a little bit. I feel like, you know, my team was a little bit underleveled. If Mr. Steam gets up about to the same level as his Snover, I think we'll be fine. Also, in the middle of training, I found this floating lamb, which is cool, but I ended up killing it because it looked a little bit ugly. And once again, I run into another very questionable Pokemon. Yeah. So, we have an Isis here. I went ahead and caught it because, you know, I was curious. I was a little bit curious. Isis, the terror Pokemon, they tend to group together and shout the name of the strongest member of their clan. Attacks on villages usually ensue. Right. I ended up naming my Isis Cancel because I really don't know what else I'm supposed to name it. I also ran into a non-piss-covered Smoball, which was really cool. A few Isis battles later, my Mr. Steam was finally level 11. So I went back to the gym, ready this time, but I got stopped by the trainer in the middle because I completely forgot about him. After destroying this poor kid and raising my ego even higher, I was super ready to take on this gym now. So I went over, healed up my Pokemon, and challenged the gym again. I was ready this time. I was not gonna let this dude absolutely shit on my whole team again. So after using Steamy Spray and doing a bit of damage to Snover, I actually thought I might be able to do this. Until Snover used Wood Hammer and absolutely destroyed Mr. Steam. And I thought it was a good idea not to level the rest of my team, so... Oh, you stupid. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I had a lot of fun, let me tell you that. If you want to see more of this, maybe, I don't know, drop a like, comment, subscribe. But on my own terms, I don't know if I'm going to come back to this. But if you guys enjoy it, I'll be happy to record another video on it. Anyways, yeah, I need therapy or some shit. See ya.